Have you ever felt like you are falling behind in your own life? Phone in hand, notifications lighting up the screen, but inside a strange darkness where clarity, purpose, and direction have all disappeared. On one side, millions of things to see, learn, and do. On the other, a fear, a heaviness, a quiet exhaustion that asks only one question. If everything is so available, why do I feel so unbalanced? The greatest illusion of our generation is that we are informed. But the truth, we are filled with distraction. We are surrounded not by knowledge, but by noise. We think we are free, but we are trapped in a digital maze, where every swipe, every notification steals a small piece of our mind. And in the middle of this war, inside every person there is a warrior who wants clarity, wants direction, wants to make their mind calm, strong, and disciplined. But the question is, in a digital world, how does the warrior mind awaken? J.M. Barber's book, The Warrior Mind, answers exactly this question. And today, you are going to hear a story that will untangle the knots of your mind, that will raise and sharpen your focus, and that will remind you the mind is a battlefield. Either you win or the world wins. This is the story of Adam, a 8-year-old young man who from the outside showed no sign of the invisible storm raging within him. Everything looked fine on the surface. A decent job, a moderate salary, a circle that considered him sorted, phone gallery full of motivational quotes, a web of productivity apps on the laptop, and big goals stuck on the bedroom wall. But inside, a suffocation, a restlessness that was silently eating away at his confidence. Every morning began with the same sentence, "Today I will be productive." But the moment he picked up his phone, his mind would scatter. First Instagram, 1 reel, 2 reels, then 10 reels, then YouTube, just 1 video, and then WhatsApp, 17 messages, mostly useless, but still needing to be opened. Then the news, which would drain half an hour of energy. And after all of this, he would look at the clock. An hour had vanished. He would mutter to himself, "Why am I like this?" He felt as if an invisible chain had been placed on his mind, pulling him toward distraction and filling him with guilt every night. By evening, a heavy cloud would settle on his chest. He felt like he was running a race he couldn't even start. He was exhausted by his own mind. One day, a small incident turned his life around. It was close to 1 a.m. His room was drowned in darkness. Only the laptop screen spread a faint blue light. Adam was lost in yet another motivational video. But suddenly, the video auto-closed and the laptop woke from sleep mode on its own. A book was open on the screen, The Warrior Mind, 6 Steps to Conquer in Overload. He was startled. This was the same book he had bought 4 months ago but never opened. He stared at the screen, and for the first time he felt as if the book was looking back at him, as if someone had whispered, "The time has come." Adam's fingers moved automatically across the trackpad. He opened the first page. The words were calm, but they had depth, like an old warrior calling to him from very far away. Slow, steady, unwavering. He kept reading. First page, second, third, then the fourth. And then something strange happened. Something he hadn't expected. He felt as if the smoke gathered inside his mind was slowly clearing, as if an unseen warrior was arranging his thoughts, holding his attention. One sentence settled into his core. Mind is a battlefield. Either you control it, or the world controls you. Reading this for the first time, Adam felt he wasn't losing to the world. He was losing to his own mind. That night, he practiced the book's first step, the warrior pause. 60 seconds of silence. Eyes closed, deep breaths, and just one question. What is most important for me right now? In that 1 minute, he felt as if the dust inside was being swept away. He realized he had been running for months, chasing feeds, notifications, but away from himself. He put his phone on airplane mode, and in the silence of the night, he felt his mind slowly calming. That night, for the first time, he lay down, not exhausted, but light.
The next day, he tried the book's second step, the attention ritual. 10 minutes of deep focus. No music, no distractions, no notifications. At first, it felt difficult. The mind kept wandering, but he pulled himself back. By the 3rd minute, it felt so peaceful, as if someone had pulled back the curtain over his mind. He smiled, because after a long time he felt he could control his own mind. 6 weeks passed. The transformation was not fast, but it was deep, not loud, but lasting. He saw changes within himself. Fewer cravings for reels, no more YouTube binging, more focused phone usage, work happening faster, mind clear and grounded. And the biggest change, procrastination, could no longer catch him. His mind, which had once been a defeated soldier on the battlefield, had now become a calm, disciplined warrior. He realized, a warrior doesn't mean fighting. A warrior means mastering your mind. Chapter 1. The Digital Trap. We often think we live in a world where information is our greatest strength. We believe knowledge is power, but we may not realize that today's knowledge has become not power, but pressure. J.M. Barber begins this chapter with a truth that feels uncomfortable the first time you hear it. Information overload is not an accident. It is a well-designed trap. The digital world we live in doesn't just meet our needs. It captures our attention and slowly consumes it. Every swipe, every reel, every autoplay video, every notification is not accidental distraction. It is engineered distraction. Platform's business model is simple. The more you scroll, the more they win. Your attention is their currency. And to steal that currency, hundreds of psychologists and engineers are refining algorithms day and night. This trap is invisible, but it can be felt. And what gets affected first? Your focus. Barber makes a very deep point. The mind can only handle as much as its capacity allows. If you demand 10 times more, it will break, tire, or scatter. Today, the average person consumes more information in a single day than people 500 years ago encountered in an entire lifetime. But the brain is the same. The capacity is the same. Yet the pressure is 10 times greater. When this much load hits the brain, 4 things drop immediately. 1. Focus weakens because the brain keeps switching stimuli constantly. Long attention span decreases. The mind begins to fear deep thinking. 2. Motivation becomes fragile because dopamine is arriving every 5 seconds. With instant pleasure available, there is no desire to do difficult work. 3. The mind becomes exhausted. Though you may be doing little physical work, your brain stays hyperactive in the digital chaos. 4. Action becomes zero because the brain is so full it can't decide what to do first. Confusion, delay, procrastination repeat endlessly. This chapter's greatest wisdom is this: don't treat overload as a habit problem. It is a design problem. And a design problem is solved not by mindset, but by a system. Chapter 2. The Warrior Pause. Every warrior who steps onto a battlefield does not attack first. Their first move is a pause. A deep, steady pause. Because real strength lies not in speed, but in catching the right moment. Barber begins this chapter with one line: a calm mind makes sharp decisions. And the one thing the modern world has almost completely forgotten is pausing. Our mornings begin with notifications, days end in messages, and the mind keeps reacting to something every hour. But one thing is missing response. Barber says, your mind reacts fast, but your soul responds slow. Within you, there are 2 systems, automatic and conscious. When you don't pause, the automatic system runs your entire life. A reaction-driven life always produces confusion and exhaustion. The warrior pause is not a meditation technique. It is a micro break that resets your brain. Just 60 seconds. In these 60 seconds, you move from reaction mode to response mode. Scientifically, during a 60-second pause, amygdala firing decreases, meaning fear and impulsiveness reduce. The prefrontal cortex activates, meaning decision-making sharpens. Breathing slows, the brain enters relaxed mode. Thoughts clear, the chaos settles. Just 1 minute, but the effect lasts for hours. Chapter 3. The Attention Ritual. Morning time. The moment when the world moves slowly, but the mind is sharpest. But today's digital world has stolen even this morning clarity. The moment we wake up, our hand goes straight to the phone. One small notification ping captures the entire morning. When the mind before it is even fully woken begins fighting social media, emails, reels, and updates, the attention is bound to break. But Barber says, focus is not born. Focus is built. Human attention is not something magical. It is a fundamental force that either we train or the world trains for us. Today, most of us are being trained by apps and algorithms. Trained like a circus animal that receives a new command every 5 seconds. We start tasks but can't complete them because our attention muscle is weak, scattered, and injured. Imagine a warrior with a sword in hand, but the hand is trembling. Can they win? No. Exactly our situation. We have dreams, goals, potential, but the sword of attention is weak. Barber says, attention is a muscle. If it doesn't get daily training, it will become the biggest weak point of your life. And this has already happened to us. The Reels habit 5. Second dopamine loops, endless scrolling, 700 images in 1 hour, notifications jolting the mind every 3 minutes. This constant bombardment has made our brains addicted to small burst stimulation. We have forgotten long focus, forgotten deep thinking. Single tasking feels almost impossible. But the good news, it can be fixed. Not with a lot of effort, just with consistency. Barber's second step is the morning attention ritual. Just 10 minutes. Every morning before sunrise, before leaving for work, or before making tea, choose a single task. Then, phone on silent. No notifications, no tabs, no distractions. Just one task for 10 minutes. No matter how bored you feel, no matter how much the mind wanders, no matter how strong the urge to just check the phone once, you will not stop. In the beginning, it will feel hard. After 7 days, the brain will start recognizing the pattern. It will notice that when you immerse yourself in one task for 10 minutes, inner chaos settles. Mind sharpens. The body finds a new rhythm. Chapter 4. The Warrior List. Evening. Adam had returned from the office, exhausted, mind tangled. And the same old question, why did I do so little again today? Have you felt it too? The desire to work is there, but the moment you sit down, the brain runs in 10 different directions at once. This is not laziness. This is confusion. Barber says, procrastination is not a delay problem. It is a clarity problem. People don't postpone work because they are lazy. They postpone because the mind doesn't know clearly what to do first. How to start? Which task is most important? When there is no clarity, the mind can't choose one thing. And when it can't choose, the default mode is procrastination. This is why to-do lists never work. A long list with 17 items, but the brain searches for only one answer. Where do I start? When it can't find the answer, it exhausts itself, then picks up the phone. And the day is over. Barber's third step cuts through this confusion, like a sword cuts fog. He says, warriors don't work with lists. They work with priorities. Imagine a warrior standing on a battlefield facing 10 enemies. If they try to attack all at once, they will lose. But if they know which enemy to bring down first, victory is theirs. Work is exactly the same. This is why Barber created the warrior list. Just 3 things each day. 1. The one thing. The biggest task that determines the day's direction. The task that gives the most impact. The task that makes 10 smaller tasks feel irrelevant. 2. The quick win. A 5-minute task that builds momentum and creates the I can do this state. 3. The growth task. A skill-based task that shapes your future reading, practicing, spending 10 to 20 minutes on a new skill. Everything else is noise. When the mind has only 3 tasks, confusion ends. Clarity arrives. Procrastination dies on its own. Chapter 5. Energy before effort. Barber says, low energy creates lazy thoughts. If your energy is low, the mind automatically produces negative, slow, lazy thoughts. You postpone, you overthink, you feel, I can't do it. But we blame motivation. Yet motivation is just a chemistry moment in the brain. It comes and goes. Energy is the fuel that makes action possible. The sequence is clear. Energy, motivation, action. If there is no energy, motivation won't last. And without motivation, action is impossible. Today, our body sits in one place, but our mind runs in 100. This gap drains our energy. Notifications, noise, scrolling, late night screen time, these are all energy vampires. This is why Barber says, don't look for effort. First, build energy. Effort will come on its own. Barber's warrior energy reset is simple but powerful. 1, 2 minute stretch. Tight body equals tight mind. 2 minutes of simple stretching opens the circuits. Blood flow increases. Oxygen increases. The brain instantly awakens. 2, 1 glass of water. Dehydration equals low focus. 1 glass of water restarts the brain like rebooting a laptop. 3, 10 deep breaths. This clears static from the mind. Deep breaths calm the nervous system. Stress decreases. Clarity increases. 4, distance from the phone at least 5 minutes. The phone is your biggest energy leak. This entire routine takes just 3 to 4 minutes, but it puts body on, mind on, and action becomes automatic. Chapter 6. Tactical time blocking. In the silence of the night when Adam looked back at his day one, truth would sting him. He had worked all day, but in reality, done nothing. Barber says, the warrior blocks their time. The victim loses their time. No distraction in the world can defeat you, as long as your time is clearly divided. Distraction only wins over minds that live with scattered hours. Adam started dividing his day into small, focused rounds, what Barber calls warrior rounds. He would sit at his desk, take a deep breath, place the phone face down, and give an inner command. For the next 25 minutes, this time is only mine. Then he would dive in, so deep that the world seemed to disappear. No sound, no notification, no urge could shake him. After 25 minutes, he would take a 5-minute pause. This pause recharged his energy, released mental pressure, and prepared him for the next round. One round, then another, then a third. And slowly he realized 4 warrior rounds together created an hour more productive than a normal person's 4 hours of work. This was not just productivity. This was control, ownership, the feeling that you are the master of your time. And when you become the master of your time, you become the master of your life. Chapter 7. Warrior discipline. The day had faded. Adam sat near the window of his room, below the faint sound of cars, above a quiet night descending. But inside that quiet night, a small restlessness was hiding. Because today, Adam had failed at one of his goals. Discipline is not the name of being perfect. Discipline is the name of returning. A warrior's meaning is not winning every day. A warrior's meaning is on the day you lose, you rise again and keep walking. Barber says, the warrior does not avoid failure. He absorbs it and returns stronger. This one line had shaken Adam because he understood that his enemy was not failure. His real enemy was not being able to return. We think discipline means being perfect every day. But nobody is perfect, not warriors, not geniuses. The difference is this: normal people stop after one mistake. A warrior rises again after one mistake. Barber's 6th step turns this game around. He says, don't look for magic every day. Just look for one win. Discipline is not a marathon. Discipline is a single step, taken again and again. Adam made this his mantra. Today, I just need to win once. Complete just one task. Whether it is small or big, just one. And it works like magic. Because when you complete one task, however small, the mind generates a current, an internal spark, a wave of confidence. This spark carries you to the next task on its own. This is where momentum builds, and this momentum builds discipline. The warrior's real strength is their return, their ability to come back. If it didn't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. If not the morning, do it in the evening. If the task is too big, make it smaller. But don't stop. Don't lose yourself. The greatest insight of this book is this: being a warrior doesn't mean being perfect. Being a warrior means rising again. Today the distraction won? That is fine. Try again tomorrow. Today deep work didn't happen? Sit down again next hour. Today your mind beat you? No problem. Tomorrow you will beat it. If you practice these 6 steps every day slowly, your mind takes a new shape. Powerful, calm, focused. And one day you will realize you have become the person distraction cannot enter. Write in the comments, "My mind is a weapon." Subscribe to One Book. Thank you.